Hi guys, Christine here from Hot Off the Heels. Today's going to be a real quick one. I'm even going to try to keep it under 5 minutes. I just want to share with you my latest obsession. Been now obsessed with this product, the e.l.f. HD Concealer, and I'm going to share with you a setting hack for under the eyes, okay? So really quick, just to get into it, I've already done my beauty skincare routine, which you can refer to my skincare video to find out what I use in the mornings. Definitely SPF. Let's jump right into it. So this is my latest new obsession. Like I said, it is the e.l.f. HD Concealer. All around really great. The only pros and cons. So the only con that I can think of is that they don't make too many shades of it. It comes in fair, comes in light, and it comes in medium, which is not very versatile. That's the only thing that they need to get on check. But other than that, it is such a great formula. It is so lightweight, it's so blendable, and it's a concealer that I can definitely say I can wear without foundation, which I'm going to do today. I also use the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer by Too Faced, which I also really love because it is the same lightweight consistency, and it's completely blendable to a seamless finish. And so I kind of use, this is my latest obsession. Before that, this was my obsession. So I kind of use them both every other day or so. But on a day where I'm not really glamming out, I'll tend to use the drugstore brand rather than the high-end brand. You know what I mean? So let's get started. Also, I'm going to be using my beauty blender. Haven't heard of this baby. It's the original beauty blender by the company Beauty Blender. It's not just any other makeup sponge you find at drugstores. It is absolute magic. I don't say that about a lot of things, but this is a complete must have, okay? It blends seamlessly. Your concealers, your foundation, it's a must have. So if you haven't been around or watched a single makeup video, just know this is the most important thing you will own in your makeup collection, okay? I don't even mention it in my posts anymore that I'm using the Beauty Blender that day, because you can just already assume that the Beauty Blender is being used every single day for every one of my looks. If I use a foundation brush, this is for sure being used to blend out the under eye or the concealer. So in no matter what situation, the Beauty Blender is always used every single time, okay?
So I'm just gonna quickly show you how, so I'm barefaced. So embarrassing, the world seeing my face so bare, but I just want you to see the magic of this concealer, and it's really, really wonderful.
So I don't really use too much either. I don't get very Instagram with my concealers, you know. A little bit on the lid, and I like to get around the nose, cover some redness, and if you have some imperfections. Now for my shade, I use the color Light. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out and make funny makeup faces. Okay. And when I'm done here, I'm going to quickly show you my latest hack for setting under the eyes. Now, the reason why I have this new hack for setting under the eyes, as you know, I am in love with my Laura Mercier setting powder. However, because of the winter, as I mentioned in my skincare video as well, my under eyes tend to get a little dry, and my skin gets a little dry and my under eyes get a little dry. So my setting powders are number one in the summer when my skin is oily, but in the winter, I think I like this new little hack of mine much better. Okay, so it's completely blended through. As you can see, my dark circles have disappeared. My eyelids are one color with the rest of my skin, and you see no difference between face and concealer, which I love. I love the way this formula blends out. And it's so lightweight. I don't feel like that feel you get when you put on LA Girl concealer, that like cakey, really thick, pasty feeling under your eyes. It's completely lightweight.
I used to actually wear this concealer with no other makeup, of course. I'd go to the gym and work out because it's really, really lightweight and it doesn't look like you have makeup on. And I just used to do just the dark circles underneath and go to the gym and let the rest of my skin breathe. So
now that I blended out the e.l.f. concealer, now for my hack. So like I was saying, I find the setting powders to be a little harsh and dry to my under eyes. They kind of look very thirsty underneath. So what I've been doing lately is applying setting spray to the under eyes to prevent it from creasing and to make sure the concealer stays on long. The Ben Nye Final Seal, as you guys already know, this is a very strong setting spray. So this I kind of save for a more of the weekends, not for every day. It's not that it's harsh, it just has a lot of alcohol in it, so it's a bit too strong. But when I do use this, guys, I feel like
because of the alcohol, whatever it is, it kind of like stretches my under eye after it dries, and it kind of feels like I'm like stretched out and very Botox. Okay.
Sometimes I'll use this one, or sometimes I will use my e.l.f. This one is the Illuminating Mist and Set, but you can also use mattifying setting spray as well. So actually, let me go ahead and use this one. So what I'll do is one spray, maybe two, to the Beauty Blender, wait 3 seconds, and right where you had your concealer. And the Beauty Blender actually, well, it dried out a bit. One more spray to get the other side. Now what I found is that my concealer will not crease because the setting spray kind of holds it and makes sure that it doesn't crease and it doesn't fade and it stays on pretty long. And that's my new hack, guys. So for those of you that have a little bit of like a hollowed under eye or dry under eyes, as much as I use eye cream, I used it this morning, but my skin just sucked it all up because of the dryness in the air and the dryness in our water. So setting powders, yes, I love my Laura Mercier setting powder, but what I've been finding lately to be a little bit more hydrated looking under the eye rather than so dry and parched is using a setting spray, 2 spritz on the Beauty Blender, and set your under eye, and then you're good to go. Okay, and if you want the rest of your face set, just go ahead and spray it if you have foundation on. But this is no foundation, just using my e.l.f.
HD concealer in the color light. Comes in this really great applicator, and using the setting spray. And that's all. I might just, fill in the eyebrows a bit, put on a little mascara, and I'm good to go. Just been feeling the really natural, radiant look lately.
So yeah, thanks for watching. I promised it would be quick. So have a wonderful day. Bye.